Beforehand, let me introduce to you, of course, our partners in the war against illegal drugs. No less than our former Secretary of the DILG, and now our DBB Secretary, Dangerous Drugs Board Secretary, palakpakan po natin si Secretary Catalino Escuy. And we also have here, USec of the local government of DILG, USec Club, sa San Doncillo. Ayun. Lumabas lang po at siguro worried na walang masyadong mga mayors. Nag-aangkat ang mga mayors papasok. Are you still okay? Are you still alright? Sa mga hindi po masyado nakakakilala pa sa akin, although I was properly introduced, I was once the national president of the Liga ng Barangay during the time of GMA and Pinoy. If you were once a barangay chairman, during that time, ako po yung Pangulo ng Liga ng Barangay. Kaya nga po kasama po ako ni Secretary Robredo sa ugnayan, pagbuo ng ugnayan ng barangay at simbahan. Taas na po, sino po mga dating barangay officials na ngayon mayor na? May mga barangay officials po ba dati? Taas na po kapag? More or less. And I was also appointed as Undersecretary before Assistant Secretary. Kagaya mo ninyo, galing sa local government. Hindi naman mo lahat na na-appoint sa DILG are from the local government. Isa po ako ang galing sa local government. My father was once the mayor of the city of Caloocan. And I was once the city councilor. I also ran as mayor of Caloocan, but unfortunately lost. But of course, iba rin mo yung naiintindihan kong pagtakbo sa isang eleksyon at yung hirap ng politika sa kalungsuran. So before I start, sino dito ang nag-attend doon sa Manila Hotel sa patawag ni Presidente Duterte? Naalala nyo, nasa kamay, sino naka-attend? Hindi lahat naka-attend? Okay. Kung maaalala po ninyo, sa unang bungad pa lang ni Presidente, naalala niyo po ba yung sinabi niya? Kung maaalala niyo, isa lang sinabi niya. Sana wala na naka-record. Ulitin ko lang. Gawin niyo na lahat. Huwag lang sa illegal na droga. Papatayin ko talaga kayo. Do you remember that? He made it very clear. Dahil mahirap naman po talaga kung mismo yung mga mayor na talagang involved. Di po ba? Paano naman kami gagalaw kung yung mga pulis na kontrolado nyo, kayo rin ang involved? Paano kami gagalaw kung kayo mismo involved? Hindi man kayo involved, nakikinabang naman kayo sa pera ng droga. Mas mahirap rin po yun. But before we insist on doing things, let me remind you, walang mangyayari sa isang lungsod na hindi nyo alam at walang nangyayari sa isang lungsod na ayaw at gusto nyo. Tama po ba? Hindi nangyayari sa isang lugar, hindi nangyayari sa isang lugar kung anong mangyayari sa hindi nyo kagustuhan. Otherwise, ba't pa kayo nag-mayor kung hindi nyo kaya kontrolin ang sitwasyon? More so kung isa'y barangay captain ako noon, hindi mo masasabi na hindi ko alam, dapat alam yan. Otherwise, inutil kang mayor, inutil kang barangay captain. Sorry for the word na inutil. But that's the real thing. But before I start discussing yung functionality ng Anti-Drug Abuse Council, tingnan niyo po muna kung ano yung dapat ginagawa ng Barangay Anti-Drug Abuse Council. Bakit po? Dahil kayo po ang magsusupervise sa mga barangay. Titingnan po ninyo kung paano sila nagiging functional. Let me start. What is the role of the barangays in the war against illegal drugs? Simple lang po. To organize your barangay anti-drug abuse council and make it functional. Hindi po puro papel lang. Kailangan talagang gumagalaw. Kasi nung panahon ko, nung panahon ni GMA, hindi naman masyado eh. Ngayon na lang muna papansin. Kami, sabit-sabit lang kami ng papel, pero yung actuality, That is why We decided, and the secretary mentioned a while ago, previously, that we will apply the full force of the law. And all appropriate actions against these drug syndicates and criminal groups, including protectors and supporters, especially from the mayors. It's very clear. It's very clear. We'll just implement the law. And we have filed cases for the first time in the history of the IRG. Hindi ko kami nagpa-file ng kaso. First time in the history for the IRG, we filed cases against barangay officials. Yan po yung mga yan. Okay? So question, how do you make your BADAC functional? You can only make your BADAC functional. Si Secretary Puy at Secretary Anyo created the Joint Memorandum Circular for a functional ADAC and BADAC. Ibig sabihin po, step by step, may point system na para hindi kayo mahirapan ipatupad ito. So we're helping you, we're guiding you, we're giving you point system to achieve so that it's easier for you to achieve it. Yung po yun. It's easier. Yan po for barangays, yan po yung 10 steps for a total of 100 points that they have to achieve. Please take note because you are mayors. Your barangays should be able to do this for a total of 100 points. Step 1, create your BADAC. Ano yung creation ng BADAC? Kapitan, principal, kasama yung police, etc., etc. Just create your BADAC. That's 10 points. Step 2, create your BADAC desk. Desk po ba? No, it's not just the desk. You have to have your inventory. What inventory? Tandaan niyo po, di ba? Nung pag-upo ni Pangulong Duterte, may 1.8 million surrenderies ng drugs. Tama po ba? And they're all caught surprised. Ano gagawin namin dito sa mga nag-surrender? Walang alam ang barangay kung paano gagawin sa mga ito. Kakasuhan ba? Nag-surrender eh. Do you get it? You should have an information of how many have surrendered, how many addicts, how many have rehabilitated so far in your barangay. Yung pa yung BADAC test. Step 3, organize house cluster leader. Trabaho to ng PNP at PIDEA. Trabaho yan ng PNP at PIDEA. Pero hinihingi na rin yung tulong ng barangay dyan. Create house cluster leaders. Pag sinabing cluster, sa isang barangay po, pag malaki ang barangay, yung tinatawag na sitio at purok, di po ba? Sa bawat sitio at purok, dapat may leader doon. So that we could get better information kung sino yung mga addict at pusher sa isang lugar. That is what the PNP and PIDEA needs. Step 4, organize your auxiliary team. Ano yung BADAC auxiliary team? If there are 20 barangay tanods, dagdagan lang po ng 5 yun, auxiliary team na yun. Yun po ang mamonitorin nyo bilang mayor sa mga barangay ninyo. Do they have a complete BADAC auxiliary team? Bakit? Paano kung hindi kompleto? Paano magbibigay ng impormasyon yan? How will you implement your demand reduction program? How will you implement yung mga hinihingi po sa inyo? Step 5, BADAC action plan, 10 points. Sabi nga po nila, if there is no plan, if you don't have any plan, you're planning to fail. So please, observe ano yung strategy ginagawa ng mga barangays ninyo. Yan po ang example ng BADAC plan. Anong nakalagay doon? Identify the issues and problem first. Next, try to create your objective first. Third, anong indicators? Paano mo gagawin yun? Actual data, anong reality sa ground? O next, ano yung strategy na gagawin mo? Dapat pong inuupuan yan ng bawat barangay so that you could guide them kung anong dapat na strategy na dapat ginagawa. And then, expected output, and then yung office primary responsible, sino ba responsable dyan, and then for 3 years, ano yung budget na ginagawa. Ito na, step 6, allocation of fund. 15 points. Ang nakalagay po sa batas, substantial amount. Pero alam niyo po ba, the city of Las Piñas created an ordinance making the barangay anti-drug abuse council, they could get a minimum of 5% allocation. Sila naman nag-set. O, sa kanila, sabi nila, lahat ng bata, dapat minimum 5% maglaan kayo. Pwede po yun. Depende mo sa kagustuhan ninyo. You could set a minimum amount of 5%, whatever. Gusto nyo 1%, 2 or 3, it's up to you. For as long as it is minimum. Para lang may mandatory na budget na ginagawa ang bawat barangay. Step 7, itong pinakamahalaga. Implementation of the drug abuse prevention. Sa Japan po, when we visited Japan, 80% of their budget, they allot it in the prevention. Hindi sa supply reduction, hindi sa panguhuli. Mostly on prevention. Paano prevention? Pagbibigay ng quarterly seminar sa mga bata sa eskwelahan. Mga yan. At yung mga seminar na po yun, hindi mo matatanda. Yung mga dating drug addict na hindi na addict ang pinagsasalita. Experiential ang dating. Para yung mga bata nakikinig talaga. Quarterly po yun. Ganun ang Japan. And that is budgeted by the city. So ganun advocacy campaign. Bakit po kabataan? Why? Because we can't do anymore with the matatanda sa labas. Kung addict na sila, wala na talaga magagawa. Sabi na nila, hintayin na lang natin mamatay. Pero ang ayoko, huwag naman sana, yung mga bata sa loob ng eskwelahan, papabayaan pa natin. I'll give you a question. How many of you, mayors, know kung ilan ang drug addict sa mga eskwelahan ninyo? Do you have a record? If you don't have a record, then we have a problem. Because kung drug clinic ang mga barangay sa inyo at may nakikita pa rin drug addict sa loob ng eskwelahan, problema tayo nun. May disconnect yun. And to make matters worse, may child protection law na hindi pwede magsabi kung ano yung mga pangalan ng bata doon. I'll share with you an example. I'll share with you an experience sa Caloocan po. May isang principal nagsumbong po sa akin. May batang addict na nahuli sila, pusher. So ang ginawa ng principal as an educator, based on the school anti-drug abuse council protocol, susumbong muna sa barangay. Ang barangay, in-interview yung bata, ni-refer sa DSWD. Ewan ko kung ano nangyari, siguro magkalaban ang superintendent, ang principal, diniinan yung principal. Tinulungan pa yata ng superintendent yung mga magulang para magsampa ng kaso sa principal. To make matters worse, nakasuhan pa yung principal for taking action on a drug pusher na bata. Nung nangyari po yun, buong principals ng Caloocan Secondary hindi na nakialam. When we attended the DDD meeting, the DepEd Undersecretary Malaluan reported the highest drug addicts na estudyante nakita na through random drug testing galing sa Caloocan. So you see, hindi kayo makialam, hindi makialam ang mayor, hindi nyo tutulungan ng principals, yung mga bata sa loob ng eskwelahan will be affected. There's so many strategies that you can do, but please help the children. Please help the children. Huwag nang maapektuhan pa yung mga eskwelahan. Step 8, drug clearing operation. Hindi po sa barangay po yan. Sa mga department heads nyo po yan. Mga mayor actually ito. Pag sinabing drug clearing, it's just assisting the PDEA and the Philippine National Police in giving the informations ng mga drug addict at pusher sa lugar at kung paano sila tutulungan. That is 15 points. Step 9, ito ho ay revolutionary activity po natin sa panahon ni Presidente Duterte. The community-based drug rehab. Ano yung community-based drug rehab? Naalala po ninyo, may 1.8 million surrendery na drug addict. Nung in-screen po yan, 90% ay mga mild. Hindi sa severe. Hindi ibig sabihin, hindi sila pwede enroll sa ospital, sa drug rehab. Ang community-based. Pag sinabi community-based, intervention lang po. Follow-up, intervention, pagtuturo. Pero yung mga severe, na 1.8 million, yan, pag-hospital na yan. Naintindihan mo ninyo? Yung mas maraming nag-surrender, mild, pwede pa silang ma-recover sa community-based. Ang tanong, meron na bang community-based sa bawat barangay at syudad ninyo? Diba? That's 15 points. Step 10, conduct of monthly meetings, 5 points. For a total of 100 points. Yun ang pong gagawin ng barangay. Ganda lang kasimple. Gawin niyo po yan, malaking bagay at tulong na yan sa PNP at PDEA. Malaking tulong na po yan. That's why we have given awards last December. Yan po yung excellent barangays and excellent anti-drug abuse councils. Then what is now the role of the mayors and governors? Kayo na po yun. Ito na po. Sabi ni Presidente, in his last SONA, our citizens have begun to do their part in the war against drugs and through formation of barangay anti-drug abuse councils. I call this responsibility. How can you help as mayors? Organize your anti-drug abuse councils. Organize. Make it functional. How? Yan po. Gaya ng barangay, meron din po kayong hindi 10 steps. Almost 7 steps lang. 7 steps. But you're also accountable like the barangays. Ano po to? Isa-isayin po natin. Step 1. O yan, sa governor naman po yan. Step 1. Organize your local anti-drug abuse councils. 10 points po yan. Ano po yun? Yan po ang komposisyon ng ADA. Kayo po bilang city mayor as chairman.
Ano lang para kay mayor?
Ang vice chairman ninyo, yung chief of police ninyo. Sino composition? Sino member ninyo? Yung superintendent ng DepEd, yung DOJ city prosecutor, isang regional trial court judge, isang taga-DSWD, isang taga-DOH, isang taga-PAO, no? City Public Information, Information Center. Ay, PIO pala yan, sorry. That's PIO. And at least 2 representatives from the non-government organization. One is from the religious sector, etc. And a city probation and parole officer. Yan lang po. Yan lang ang position ng ADA. That's 10 points already. Next. Step 2. Conduct monthly meetings kung kakayanin or quarterly meetings. That's 10 points. How do you conduct it? How often do you conduct it? 10 points po yan. Step 3, allocate funds through the Peace and Order Public Safety, POPS. Magkano po? Hindi ko po alam. Nasa inyo mo yun. Do you want it 5%? Do you want it 10%? It's up to you. Depende kung mataas ang drug affectation ng inyong lugar. Pag-uusapan nyo naman yun sa Regional Peace and Order Councils. Step 4, implementation of plans and program. 40 points. Isa-isayin po natin. Ano ibig sabihin ng financial accomplishment? Pag sinabing financial accomplishment, natural po, kung ano nilagay yung pondo, na-utilize mo po ba? Was it 100% utilized? Itignan po namin. Pag sinabing physical accomplishment, kung naglaan kayo ng programa at pondo para sa isang project, nagawa po ba? That's physical accomplishment. Pag sinabing increase in drug-cleared barangay, ibig sabihin, through your activities, bumaba po ba ang drug affectation? Marami bang na-clear na barangay through your activities? Yun po. Pag sinabing timeliness of implementation, nasunod po ba yung schedule ng inyong program? Kung ito, by August, tapos na kayo, nagawa po ba yun? Ganun po yun. Pag sinabing establishment of special drug education centers, nagawa po ba yan ng bawat lungsod? SDEC para sa mga out-of-school youth? So, that's 40 points. Step 5, support to ADACs in component LGUs. Ibig sabihin, kayo po ba'y tumulong sa mga barangay na walang pondo? Hindi naman lahat ng barangay may pondo, di po ba? Bilang mayor, na-identify niyo ba yung mga barangays na kulang-kulang ang pondo? Maaari mo kayong tumulong doon. So, tinitingnan po yan. Step 5, that's what you call shepherding and mentoring your barangays. Step 6, innovation. Pag sinabing innovation, ito yung mga best practices na ginawa nyo sa inyong lugar na hindi ginagawa sa ibang lugar. Through your creativity, tinitingnan rin po namin. That's 5 points. For a total of 100 points. So if you will see, sana hindi kayo bumagsak sa 50 points below. Okay? And last 2018 performance audit result, papakita po namin sa inyo. I will not show to you anymore yung mga bumagsak at kakasuhan namin. Papakita na lang po namin yung mga local governments who are being solicited, who are magna cum laude and summa cum laude, who have done so much and got an award and had a high score. Ito po yung pie. Kung titingnan mo ninyo ha, 88, yan po yung kinasuhan po namin. 88 LGUs with 0 scores. Pag sinabing 0, walang sinabit na kahit ano. Totally walang ginawa. Sinasabi nila, may ginawa naman kami Ang problema ho, hindi nyo naman sinabit sa amin. So paano namin malalaman kung may ginawa kayo wala? You get it? If you will not submit your report, how would we know if you did your work? Yung 21, there are 21 local government units who scored perfect and got the gold medal and a cash incentive at the same time. And there are 242 LGUs with high functionality, 720 LGUs who passed barely, and ito yung mababa na dapat kasuhan ngayon. Hiningi ko po kay Secretary kung maaaring kasuhan. Tinanong ko rin kay USec Mavs kung pwede kasuhan. Sabi ni USec Mavs, siya na lang daw. Pero joke lang. Joke lang. Ako magpa-fight pala. So, kung mapapansin mo ninyo, almost, ano ba yan? Less than 40% siguro ang hindi nag-perform. Pero marami na rin nag-perform. Pinakita po namin kay Presidente yan. He's not pleased. He wants more functionality. Yan po ang excellent marks. If you can check, yan po yung mga tinanong ko na dyan ang inyong munisipyo. Okay? Those who got a score of 85 to 100. Okay? Okay? Yan po yung mga nakakuha, mga honor local governments. Ibig sabihin, nakakuha ng mga matataas na marka. Okay? So these are the outstanding local governments. Okay? Ito yung mga almost passing, pero okay na rin. Okay? I hope your municipality is included. Okay? Okay, yan po. I hope your municipality is included. Okay. Slowly. Sige, pabalik ko ako. Okay. So, ayan. Okay. Okay. Ayan, Mindanao na to. Oh. Okay. So, kung katabi nyo ng munisipyo, outstanding. Yung mga wala ko dito, hindi ko na papakita. Yung isa din yung mga bumagsak, hindi ko na papakita. It's not our intention pa pa kayo. Okay? Pag wala ko yung listahan ng munisipyo, hindi isa din bumagsak. Ever? Okay. Ayan ha. Okay. Okay. Who got perfect scores? The summa cum laude are as follows. The city of Pasig, headed by Mayor Vico Soto. But before it was Mayor Eusebio. Quezon City, headed by Mayor Bistek Bautista, now Joy Belmonte. The city of San Juan, dati mo kay Mayor Ejercito, Aguila Gomez, ngayon kay Zamora. The city of Valenzuela, kay Mayor Rex Gatchalian. Marinduque, Torrijos. The city of Alaminos, Pangasinan. The municipality of Bayambang, Pangasinan. The city of Agoo, La Union. The city of Balawan, La Union. The city of San Gabriel, La Union. The city of Bagac, Bataan. The city of Orani, Bataan. The city of Pilar, Bataan. The city of Carbona, Cavite. The city of Nundungan, Lanao del Norte. And the only province who got a perfect score is Davao Oriental Province from Mindanao. Pantukan, Compostela Valley, the city of Surala, South Cotabato, the city of Colombio, Sultan Kudarat, the city of Esperance, Sultan Kudarat, and the city of Taculong, Sultan Kudarat. These are the gold medalists who got cash incentives also. So ngayon, ano itong ADAC bill? Kasi po, dati naman, walang accountability ang local government sa pag-create ng Anti-Drug Abuse Council. So there's now a move to amend the Dangerous Drugs Law or create an ADAC law. Which is which? Either way, we will push for two ways. Either an amendment or a law. Ano itong law? Pag hindi nyo in-organize yung ADAC, yung Anti-Drug Abuse Council, pwede na kayong kasuhan diretsa. Hindi na sa ombudsman, sa korte na. Sa Legislative Trial Court na. As an act of a criminal case. Criminal case na siya. No? For not organizing it. Why? Because the accountability of mayors and the importance of the mayor in this effort is very high. Bakit? Dahil si Presidente Duterte mismo ay mayor na katulad ninyo na naiintindihan ang diskarte ng labanan sa lungsod. He has given emphasis of the mayor's importance in the war against illegal drugs. Hindi pwede hindi pakialam ng mayor. Hindi pwede ang ADAC ay hindi functional. Without her help, this will fail. Without the help of the mayors, this will totally fail. And with that, what the President said, I am aware that we still have a long way to go in our fight against this social menace. The drugs will not be crushed unless we continue to eliminate corruption that allows the social monster to survive. Ano yung corruption? Hindi nga kayo drug pusher, tumatanggap naman kayo ng pera ng drug lords. Di po ba? Hindi nga kayo drug lord, pero you allow the proliferation of drugs. That's corruption. Believe me, I will end my term fighting. And fighting against illegal drugs is one. Please join us in this fight. Because this is something that will help your community. Without you, we are nothing. Without you, we cannot win. With that, in behalf of President Rodrigo Duterte and Secretary Eduardo Ano, mabuhay po kayo, mabuhay ang Republika ng Pilipinas.